Welcome to another edition of Richie on the Rocks. As you see, we have more non-rocks, but it's still a drink. We'll get into that in a minute, but first off, we want to welcome a very special guest. He's a very dear friend of mine, someone who I used to do a little thing like this with before, and that is, we're going to say Mr. Bouvier at this point in time. That's what it's going to be. It's no more Devon, it's no more the legend, it's just Mr. Bouvier.
I'm not legendary anymore?
Nope.
Oh.
You're starting fresh.
All right.
So for those of you who don't really know, Mr. Bouvier is a singer, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now.
Well, hello everybody. I am Mr. Bouvier, of course. What I'm doing right now, I'm working on my album. I'm working on my debut album. I debuted a single in 2013, Love War. It's still on iTunes.
A long time ago.
It's not. It feels like yesterday.
Listen.
But it's still on iTunes, available for purchase. So
I'm on it.
He's on it. He's spitting some fire, and it was
Doing
just a
what I
way
do.
of introducing myself to the world as a singer-songwriter. So right now, I'm just trying to stay on that train and stay on that journey and keep going in that direction, putting out more music.
Okay, so can you describe your sound for the viewing audience? Like, what can they expect when they get a Mr. Bouvier single or album?
Well, it's so funny
Because it's evolved.
It's okay. So
A little bit. Right?
It's what?
It's evolved a little bit, right?
It's evolved. It's evolving every day. The funny thing about it is every time I sit down with a producer or an engineer, I get great feedback from them. But they tell me I sound like a white soul singer.
Well, you look white.
It's just my
You got that light skin thing going on.
We're not gonna start that conversation. No, but they tell me I sound like a white soul singer, which is so funny to me because I think I sing black. But when they give me artists of reference, I go back and I listen to those artists. Like I think it's Rick Astley. I think it's how you pronounce his name. And I listen to their music. I'm like, wait a minute, hey, I do kind of sound like that.
Okay.
So for me, it is great because I'm finding my zone. At first everyone would tell me, oh, you sound like Luther, or you sound like John Legend, or and the popular people that are already out, and I'm humbled to sound like someone as great, but to find your own sound is amazing, and I think I found it. So I think that people will get from my album, they will get some soul, they'll get some funk, they'll get some pop, they'll get a little church.
Take them to church. Come on, Dottie people.
It might get born again. Because the most important thing for me in working on this album is that I want to be authentic.
Okay.
I want people to really get a sense of who I am, because I feel as an artist, your art should reflect who you are.
Okay.
And I want people to get the album and feel like they know me. And I want that sound that when people hear a song, they will know, oh, that's Mr. Bouvier.
Hey.
So I'm going for that sound that people will brand as and attach to me.
Okay. So, I mean, we joke about genres of music all the time. I ain't gonna even tell you what he called my music.
Listen.
Anyway, but no, to fund the process of making this album, you have started a GoFundMe account. Is that correct?
Yes, I am currently raising money for this project. The thing about it is you try to have as a limited amount of stress as possible, and money can be stressful. Money can be stressful. And so I started a GoFundMe. I'm trying to raise money to help me in this process. I have reward levels. You get certain prizes. You get certain privileges when you show your support for me. So that's going on now. It's going great. I'm always surprised when I get an email that, someone has contributed to my GoFundMe. But more importantly than money with the GoFundMe, because everybody think, you're just begging us for money, for money. It's also about support.
Right.
And when I see that, there are people who I may not necessarily know, may not have necessarily eyes on, they're supporting me, it feels really great. It's encouraging. Because some days I don't want to do it. Some days I don't want to do it. somebody will give me some support or an encouraging word. It's like, people are waiting. They're looking out for this.
And it does kind of let you know that you have people out there who are willing to support you because they're actually putting the money up front. And they're saying, I'm showing you my support. I want you to do this. I believe in you. I'm sure that it has to be an amazing feeling. But that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the show, so that we can, kind of spread the word about that. Like, where can people go to donate to your GoFundMe?
Well, you can always go to my Facebook page, Mr. Bouvier, which is they say fan page, I say support page. You can go there. You can also go to my Instagram, officially Mr. Bouvier. You can also go to Twitter, officially Mr. Bouvier, or you can go directly to the GoFundMe page. And I think it's the search engine for that is Mr. Bouvier's debut album release. Not the release part. But you can find it.
We're going to post it in the description. So you'll have the link and all of that, so you can go out and donate your coins. So look, when you're talking about,
one of the rewards, and I don't see it anywhere, is a 2015 officially Mr. Bouvier poster calendar.
You're supposed to bring your collateral with you.
That's nowhere.
Mine is upstairs hanging up on my wall. Boom.
Okay, fine.
Because I got my copy.
But that's one of the rewards that you get. And there
so you're getting a calendar.
You can get a calendar.
I feel like you need to give away some free music. Give away.
Oh, absolutely. You can get a calendar. You can get the free official single. You can get an autographed copy of the entire album. There's a level where you can give a certain amount, and I would do a private performance for you.
A lap dance for you.
No. Well, listen.
Well, we're going to get to all that in a second.
We're going to get to all that in a second. But I think I was very creative with some of the things that I offer, because I want people to feel like they're a part. And there is even a level where your name will be listed in the credits. The thank yous. I like to tell people thank you. So, check that out and see where you fit in and how you want to support.
How you fit in.
And I'm going to add different things too,
Okay. So when can we expect the first single? Like when can you give us a time frame? I mean, because we want to know.
Well, you can expect an official single sometime in March.
I love making people give a date.
Yeah, give me a date and make me committed. Because I wanted to, whatever else I put out, I want it to be something official. I don't want to just put out a song just because I'm done. I want to put out an official single. I want it to lead people into something that they can expect.
Okay. Fair enough. Speaking of lap dances and that sort of thing, are you dating right now? What's going on? Is your music about relationships and all that good stuff? Are you dating? Is it based on, what is it based on? Tell us. Come on.
Let me adjust.
Give us some details.
I don't know how lap dancing and dating goes together, but
in my mind it does. It does.
Dating. Am I dating? I am currently exploring the emotions of being.
What? What kind of half-baked, non-answer is that? The people want to know, are you dating?
I'm spending time.
I'm spending time.
That's what we go. I'm spending time.
Quality time with something or other. Okay. I'm trying to be as elusive as you being. Listen. What they say?
Spending time.
Okay, so listen. Speaking of polls and all that good stuff, we do a segment on the show called Thirst Trap of the Week. Can you tell me who your Thirst Trap of the Week is? Now listen, this Thirst Trap of the Week is basically someone who is just killing it on the Instagram or the Twitter or on some social network. Give us who this person might be.
My thirst trap, Gold Mine 82.
Gold Mine 82. Why?
In Miami, Florida.
Why?
I'm not gonna reveal any more information because then I look like a creep. Why? Because I think he's just killing it.
That creep life.
And I kind of stalk him a little bit, and then he'll click the like button on one of my pictures.
Hey, and turn up.
He's just doing it. He works out a lot, and he puts a lot of work into his body, and he just does it for me. But then he also posts pictures where he has on clothing, and that's just as sexy. So it's not just about, being half naked, but I do like the half naked eggplant Friday pictures.
Didn't they stop doing that?
Listen,
that's just ratchet to me.
I know what an eggplant look like.
You know what? This is Richie on the Rocks. We did not even mention what we're drinking tonight because we are both drinking the same thing. It's something that we love. And what is that?
It's called Anna. It's an anime.
Hold on, it is. You know what? Good night. It is a brand of champagne. I do think actually the name of it is Anna. It's right over there.
Anime
but I don't really want to get out of the shot to go get it. All I can tell you is that it is a rosé and it's great.
Yeah.
Boom.
Cheers.
So last year I was drinking champagne with Riley. So
champagne is wonderful.
It is one of my favorite. Okay. So, all right then. Okay, so my next question is: do you consider yourself? And I know we talk about this quite frequently, but I want to talk about it on camera a little bit. Do you consider yourself an out artist?
We have talked about this a lot. I consider myself an artist. I don't feel like that I have to add any other labels to who I am. Because I think being an artist there's so much depth to being an artist, and it's so complex being an artist. I don't need an extra label to say, I'm an out artist, or I'm not a closet artist. Mm-hmm. So, I don't. That's not something that I'm trying to have introduce me when I walk into a room. I think I do a good job of introducing who I am. I don't need a label to introduce me, or that's not something I need. Congratulations to those people who feel like that's what they want to do. Mm-hmm. But I'm good.
So you don't think it's kind of necessary for you or your brand at this point?
Not at all. Not at all.
That's interesting. I'm on the fence about it. I mean, I oftentimes think about it well, dang, I'm not in the closet, but, I don't really consider myself just out. I just feel like I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I think people just want you to be genuine.
Nobody walks around saying, oh, I'm hetero. I'm a hetero artist. Nobody says that.
Nobody says that. So, I'm a sip. I don't know.
I just had that epiphany as I was having my drink.
Did you?
I did. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So can you tell me what would differentiate Mr. Bouvier from, any other male artist who's out there doing it right now? What's making you so special? This is your feeling yourself moment. Tell us what makes you feel like, people should definitely check you out above anybody else. Not to say that they can't check out anybody else, but, you're feeling yourself. Tell us about it. What makes you different?
Well, for the other people or other artists that I kind of sort of know, I think that, I'm 39 years old. I'm pushing the big 4.
Everybody love telling their age on this show.
I look good. I mean, you get to this age and you look like this, you better tell everybody. I'm just saying. But I feel like I am, when it comes to what I'm trying to present to people, I feel like I have a better understanding of who I am.
Right.
And I'm not trying to give you a front. I'm not trying to give you a character. Right. I'm trying to give you a piece of my soul. And I'm not trying to make radio music. I'm not trying to, fit into the in crowd of music. I'm just trying to give you what's inside of me that I have to get out.
Come on, Don.
So I feel like I love her, by the way. I feel like, a lot of other artists, they're pressured. They're pressured into being an out artist, or they're pressured in being an artist that's in the closet. And for me, I'm too old for that. It is what it is. You get what you get.
I have a question then. So, and this is kind of a sidebar, but it's kind of been something that's been weighing on me. What did you think of the Grammys overall on Sunday? Did you see the Grammys?
I saw the Grammys. I thought the Grammys were sending a message to artists.
What was that message?
I felt like the Grammys were letting artists know that music is about to change, and everything that we've been doing for the past maybe 5 years is not going to get the recognition that you feel that it deserves.
How so? Tell us.
I just feel like a lot of people have been going into the studio and they've been playing around with studio magic. And I think that they have been making now music versus making music that's timeless. That's one thing about me. I want to make music that is going to be timeless. My favorite artist is Anita Baker. Anita Baker she can do no wrong. She don't have to make another album, but I will always listen to her music and I will always feel in the moment with her music. And I feel like people have gotten away from making music that is timeless, making music that has a message that can change people and make people want to change and live better. That's what music should be about. Music should make you want to do something.
Praise him.
You know, other than twerk.
Listen, I love a good twerk. Hold on, you need a good twerk in your life.
But you need balance in your life.
This is true. I will say
the times that we are in now and the things that are going on in the world, you need something that's going to make you start a revolution or make you love yourself or love somebody. You know, I don't sing about any and everything. I just don't. And I don't collaborate with just any and everybody on everything because, you know, I want my history and I want my legacy to be something that I can be proud of.
Did you have a favorite performance from the Grammys?
I think my favorite performance from the Grammys, I want to say one person, but then I don't want to say this person because I want to say Annie Lennox.
Okay.
But she has issues with the Queen. And, you know, I represent the Hive and, you know, so...
She has issue with who?
You know, she had this issue with Beyonce not being a real feminist and, you know, Beyonce's not burning her bra.
Fine.
So I'll take that from her and I'll give it to Kanye, Rihanna, and Paul McCartney.
Oh my God, that was my favorite performance.
Right.
That song to me is everything, and I love a good just breakdown.
And that's another example.
You know what I'm saying? That is
music is changing. It's changing. And people are going to either get with it or you're going to be stuck twerking.
Did you happen to catch any of Kanye's interview with E afterwards?
I did not.
Okay.
I didn't catch any of that.
Okay. That was typical Kanye.
Typical Kanye. You know?
Did you have an opinion about the Beyonce Lettucey thing that people are making an issue of?
Do I have an opinion?
Yes.
I do. First of all, people like to debate their feelings versus debating facts. And that whole thing with Beyonce singing Precious Lord, you know, we're Black, we're African American, and Precious Lord is a staple song for us. So, but the thing about it is, just like when you go to church on Sunday, that soloist may not sing it the way your grandmother sung it. Okay. Everybody has a different interpretation.
Everybody don't make the same type of potato salad.
Everybody don't, you know? So my whole thing is people want to just keep, you know, harping on that. But the fact of the matter is, Lettucey was never on the program. I mean, there's no shade.
I've been saying that all.
I love Lettucey. I love her. She was never on the program.
Thank you.
So Beyonce didn't take her place. You know, and it's just, people just don't want to, they don't want to deal with facts. They want to just stay in their feelings or whatever. But that was her interpretation of Precious Lord. I've heard several interpretations of Precious Lord. The Lord is precious, blah, blah.
I got to ask you this question because this is a hot, I think for me it's a hot topic because I see a lot of this and you know, you and I have had plenty of discussions about this, but what are your thoughts on Empire? Like, spill it. Like, I need to know, like, because I'm an Empire soldier. So, if it's up to me, this show will be around for 10 seasons.
Listen, Empire is one of the most amazing shows that has come back to television. And the thing about it is, the thing about Empire, I guess for us as artists, because we see ourselves, you know, I was kind of sort of in one of those situations in the studio, you know, with the guns and things.
Oh,
like,
come on, Jamal.
Oh my God. But I think Empire is a great show. I think it's a show that is needed because it's showing us as African Americans, we are owning all of this. We're not just in it. You showing this Black man, he's running this company. You showing his, you know, his ex-wife, she's running things, and it's a family situation going on. I think it's a great show. I think it's a great show for our community. They're breaking down barriers of stereotypes. You know, a lot of times we miss the message because we just want to go on. We think everybody's going to be a Cosby Show. The Cosby Show was great. It had its time. It had its purpose. But everybody is not a Cosby.
No.
You know, everybody's not Rudy and Theo and them. No. You know, some of us is Cookie. You know, and it's important. You know, there's more to us than just the White House and the picket fence. Some of us live in, you know,
Come
what
on,
they call
Fitz.
them in New York, pink houses, pink buildings.
Come on, Fitz. So, so listen, let's bring it back to you real quick because I've gotten some great opinions and thoughts from you about different things. So, my question to you is, and I want to ask everybody this question is, if there were to be an autobiography, you know, that you were to write about yourself, or someone were to write about you, or there were, you know, some type of, you know, Aaliyah biopic or something like that. I know. I didn't think of that. I'm so shady. So, what would the title be and why?
The title would be Pizza, Porn, and Champagne.
Why?
Because first of all, it's very catchy. It's very me. Those are my three favorite things: pizza, porn, and champagne. So if you're gonna do something that's gonna be about me, then why not slap that on there, and then you get inside and you find out more about me. But pizza, porn, and champagne, you're gonna pick that up. And we're drinking champagne.
You heard it here first. Actually, champagne is a part of my album title. So, woo, sneak peek there. Turn up. So listen, I want to say thank you so much for being a part of this show. You know, we used to do the Morning Wood Show together, so it's great to have you back in the little seat beside me, drinking a little something. But you know, he never really drank that much on the show anyway, so I mean.
That's why I'm drinking.
You know,
because you used to drink the whole time.
I know, I did.
And so that's why I'm drinking as much as I can.
One other thing that I kind of want to talk to you about. It's so interesting to me, but do you think that, like, now that you're working on your music, you're working on your album, your image, do you, and we talked about this a little earlier before we were taping, how much do you think that you changed? Or what would be something that people would be surprised to know about you? Because one of the things that I think people would be surprised to know about you is that you really don't like to go out.
I think that would be it. People will really be surprised that my favorite place on Friday night is at home in my bed with pizza, porn, and champagne. They probably won't be surprised about the porn part.
It's so funny to me because I always hear people, like, honestly, when people talk to me, it's like, or they're trying to talk to me. I feel like they think they call me a party boy, but they also associate that with you too. So I don't really know, like.
Well,
it's funny though, like. It's funny though because I don't really consider myself a party boy because I feel like I will just find myself at a party. But 9 times out of 10, I'm talking to the same 4 people for the entire time I'm there.
But the thing about it is with you, when you go to a party, you make the most of it. It could be a horrible party. It could be, like for me, when you ask me to go somewhere, I'm like, whose party is it? Because everybody don't have cute friends. And I don't want to be at a party with a bunch of people that just, I don't want to look at all night. But you make the most out of every party. And you turn up everywhere we go. And I'm in the corner hiding, like, oh, looking at my watch, like, oh my God, it's the time to go, it's the time to go. You turn up at every party. You make the, well, I won't say turn up, you make the most out of every party.
I mean, listen, if there are 2 things involved, well, 3, but I ain't gonna say the third. If there are 2 things involved, drinks or food, boom, it's on. The third thing would be somebody cute to look at. Hey, it is what it is. But, I mean, anyway, whatever. I had to touch on that because we were talking about it earlier. I thought that was fascinating that people probably really think that you are a party boy, but you're really
shy,
party, and very
shy,
reclusive. So that's very, very interesting. So anyway, I kind of wanted to maybe clear that up a bit for people that had any type of perception about him that maybe was false. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you for stopping by, Richie on the Rocks.
Thank you for having me.
You will come back when you have, you know, the single in your hands, when you're ready to come back and sing a little ditty for us.
You have the album in your hand, okay, a calendar in your hand.
Well, I mean, you
your
bring
production
one. I told you I fired some people.
We didn't have this foolishness on the Morning Wood Show.
We fired them too. Anyway, that was shade because you did. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Mr. Bouvier, and I am DJ Richie Sky. We out.